Jeez, I messed up the cans.
Okay,
My
so
hair's getting stuck in the cans.
ForteFreak is still on the left side, and this on the right side is now
Okay. SanchAZ.
So,
A classic rivalry. Chris and anyone else.
yeah,
It's a classic rivalry.
I don't know the last. I think maybe the first tournament. So SanchAZ plays Melee, and he just comes to the PM tournaments and plays Melee. By that I mean he just plays Fox.
Right.
Which works out really well for him because he wins like half the time.
Does he get first place half the time? Or
Yeah,
like half
so
of his matches,
for a
which
while,
would be bad.
it was like he started coming to the tournaments.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, you just made a joke and I wasn't even paying attention.
It was
I'm
pretty
really
funny. Go ahead.
It was like, so SanchAZ started coming, I think, and he was winning it first, and then I beat him a few times, and then he's been winning.
He said F that.
Yeah, basically.
He stopped coming or he got better?
No, he got better at fighting against my wolf.
I need to ask him a few questions. Am I right, stream? He 3-stocked me like what? No, there was a 2-stock in the last one.
Yeah,
okay, back to the match at hand.
So anyway, I don't think ForteFreak has ever won against SanchAZ in a set in either Melee or PM.
Wow, and you would I think maybe in Melee once. Oh, one time we did
he did
the top 8 tournament or whatever. I think you beat him.
Yeah, SanchAZ went Falco. I don't know why he did that. And he lost, and we were really upset because I think ForteFreak actually ended up winning that top 8
yeah,
robin.
He did. So he when he brings it out, he's really good, obviously. But you would expect ForteFreak to be much better in PM if they're about even in Melee, or because he practices PM quite a bit. He plays a lot of characters.
Well, I mean, in this case, it doesn't really matter. I mean, he's playing Shiek right now, so.
Right. Is Fox just a good counterpick to all of ForteFreak's other characters?
I mean,
Charizard.
Charizard. If you say the correct Chinese pronunciation, that's where Pokemon comes from. It's Charizard.
Right. People don't know it comes from a small town in China called Beijing. And that's where Pokemon were invented, all 214 of them.
Yep.
People don't realize people think there are a lot less than that, but there are actually 214 Pokemon out there now. Started off with, of course, the classic, the first 5, which were Pikachu, Charizard,
yeah. Careful with the pronunciation.
Gabriel, which was a human. He was just like a human form of a Pokemon. And then the other 2, of course. And now there are 214, and people think there are a lot less.
Yeah, Gabriel was like, I don't even want to talk about it.
It was like broken, but he was also terrible, you know?
Yeah, at the same time.
That was like the central conflict with they removed him. He's no longer a Pokemon. If you're like, oh, I played Pokemon yesterday.
That's why he's not in there anymore. You smart asses.
Yeah. You think Love Bun's in the chat like, oh, I played Pokemon yesterday. Gabriel's not in there. I've never heard of this Gabriel. Well, back in 1985 when Pokemon started, Gabriel was one of the original 5.
Number 3, right? Is that?
He was the
He was the
well,
third one.
yeah. They didn't come out all 5 at the same time either. It was like this whole like 1 per month for 5 months, and then they released the first game on I believe it was on the Nintendo. What was the headset? Virtual Boy. It was on Virtual Boy. The initial Pokemon. People don't realize that. Right. Back to the match again.
Yeah. So anyway,
just both of them spamming. Is it spamming when you're both doing it at the same time and you're each hitting each other? Or camping? It's not camping if you're both hitting each other at the same time, even across the stage.
I'll look it up.
Look it up in the dictionary. What is camping?
I think so. Yeah. So Chris hasn't had any success with any of his other characters. Okay. I assume. Much like the previous match, he went Shiek, where he usually goes like Meta Knight. So,
yeah,
I'm thinking that must be the case here. It's not working with the other characters, so he's going to try out this. But
right, man, how does like Ike do against Fox in PM?
I don't really watch him and SanchAZ play when Chris uses Ike.
Ike was one of the. He was like the 6th or 7th Pokemon.
Right.
Also, I don't know if he's technically a human, but a human-esque form.
Is he still? Is he?
He was the 6th, but then they deleted him. He was a very controversial character, but they brought him back number 210.
Okay.
Same thing though.
Sorry, I saw after the first 5, I was like,
it's too much.
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to keep up with all these Pokemon?
I was a little overwhelmed with the first 5, you know. Like when they had the 4 on the 4th month, and then the 5th one come out, and I was like, all right, I can't do this anymore.
like, I play video games for fun. I don't need to be, like, staying up all night studying these characters.
Definitely. Do we have to play now? You and me? Okay, cool. Oh,
all right.
Okay, convenient.
Oaksaw sticking around another minute. He's got a match, but he's going to stay on commentary.
Well, there are no other TVs.
He's choosing to stay.
I'm 100%.
You are seeding these TVs with players that aren't playing tournament matches. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so someone noted in the chat, Ice does have chain grabs on Spaceys. I think even outside of the chain grabs, Ike has really great follow-ups.
I thought you were pronouncing the K like a soft C, which I thought was interesting. Like, maybe, I don't know. Why not, you know?
Ice, yeah. Yeah. Sornflakes. Right? That's with a K, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. Okay, Chris looking very strong here. A full stock. Yeah, he's taking the lead. SanchAZ is really freaking out. Look at his face. Subtle difference. And you see when he moves his lips a little bit, you can tell that's his poker face has been broken.
Yeah, as someone said in the chat earlier, Jesus isn't here. This isn't Tucson. Jesus lives like 2 hours away. And he's only been to these weekly tournaments in Tucson, I think, once.
Yeah, he knocked me out. And I said, do pretty good.
Yeah, and then, so he knocked out Jim Jam Flim Flam, and then I said, well, I'm not going to take that. And then I beat Jesus.
And he never came back?
Yeah, he hasn't come back since.
And me and Jesus are best friends now. Ever since that day. Okay. Sigludo pointing out the irony here. We got an all melee experience.
Yeah, I think actually I didn't stay last week for Grand Finals, but I'm pretty sure it was an all melee Grand Finals. It was like Falco Fox and Falcon
on FD.
Yeah, there were all three of those characters at the same time. It was a 3-person Grand Finals.
Yeah, well, like Losers Finals, it was really weird. It was 2-2, then it was sudden death, and both the characters got super bored. Before they thought it was over, they walked away, and they're like, how are we going to settle this? A 3-for-all.
Yeah, it was really. I don't like what other. I can't think of another way you could do that. You could
like,
summarize it.
I mean, like, I'll leave it up to the scholars to decide if that was the right decision, but
that's their job.
Oh, and look at this, 13%. We got an F and B from Chris. He pronounced that F and B. I don't want to curse on stream, but
F and B.
I mean, Bull isn't. I guess Bull isn't cursing, but okay.
Oh, that was. I don't know what just happened.
Kind of minor pop off.
Kind of fast.
A minor negative pop. Okay.
On stream?
Well, no. Let's play winner semis off stream.
Do I? We don't play. Do we play soon? Okay.
Chris, got a crystal, right?
I'll try to find that bracket for you guys. Okay, there it is.